I'm joking live already, guys. Oh, damn. Woo! God damn. All right, what an intro. Mm. Hey. Hilarious. Good morning, YouTube. It's your favorite bear, California Bear 619. Hi. Coming to you live from an overcast. That's what I get. Hey, dang it. Huh. We're going to start with that right there when I get. This if it doesn't kill me right now. Let me get something real quick. That's funny shit. Making a cup of coffee. So I found some pizza on the table. Let me take a sneak piece, right? So let's carve some of it down. God. All that means is there's a hater. There's a hater thinking about you. It's a bad thought. They're sending it through the internet. Yeah, there's some kind of like old, what do you call it? Lifestyle that when that happens, somebody's having bad thoughts about you. Good morning, everybody. And, this coffee's so hard that my hair blew out. Oh, this thing right here that people have noticed or don't notice it on top of all the crazy, stupid things I do. This right here, shortly after I had my stroke and everything that same year in 2021, and it was like pretty much overnight. My hair wasn't long, obviously. I had short hair because my last haircut I got was about 2 weeks before my stroke. All of a sudden, it was clean cut and everything, everything, but nice fade, dude. Like, everything, and then like it just had like whatever here. So I just slick it back or nice, there was like a just boom, like a bald spot there, boom, like almost overnight. Seriously, just a like all this hair right here, that there was like a bald spot about that big. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck, I'm like, I'm already doing the comb over, man. I'm already doing the comb over at like at 50. It's not the back one; it's the one from here. Like, oh shit, that's how I'm gonna go bald. Because my hairline does go back. there really isn't that much baldness in my family. Just like receding hairline, kind of on my mom's side of the family, my grandfather, um, her brother, my uncle, and one of our older sons has, But on my dad's side, no, dude, my dad's got a lot of hair. It's a little bit, now, but he's 75. But he got gray hair showing now. I believe it has got to do the heavy Indian blood in our genes or something. That same thing with bodily hair, dude. We don't really go much, facial or bodily hair, which I'm happy with that. I'm cool with that. Anyways, fuck this thing. So I started seeing my doctor. He said, "Would you like something to be done about that?" I'm like, "Yeah, kind of. I know it's cosmetic, so I don't know if it's gonna be covered." "Oh no, I'll be covered. I'm almost sure to be covered." Like, okay, So it's kind of like felt kind of shame, like, oh, it's kind of like vanity. I went to the dermatologist and looked at it. Oh yeah, no problem. We'll take care of it right now. They bust out two syringes, cortisone, which is kind of, I think, like a steroid. They shot me up like every month. I have to go in for 2 shots. Didn't really feel anything. And once in a while, I feel like that poke, but so I think after the fourth one, I just quit going. Like I started hearing like little sprouts, like, oh, these sprouts, and then I started seeing hair and like, look at this. So like I said, that's why it's like, because it's shorter, I mean, this is how backed up it is from the rest of my hair. So it'll blend in whenever I get a haircut. Which probably not gonna happen until I already said, till I'm reunited with my son. That's when I'll get a haircut. Which he's gonna get a haircut pretty soon. He's not happy about it. I already been sending his mom pictures of what he's gonna start school in July. He's gonna start kindergarten, and his mom's like, "Oh look, baby!" And she calls him, "Oh, geez, gosh, what's going on, man? All these bloopers going on already." They really want to show that I'm live, don't they? So that's what you get. You start working on making videos and learn how to edit so you can get all this out. The forces of nature are telling me that. Get your ass on CapCut and learn how to do this stuff. Well, anyways, it's a Samsung 20. I know I'm far behind. Still a good phone though. It's strong as hell with this plastic case. Always get some kind of case, guys. Seriously, for a cell phone. Cell phones these days, man, they cost almost 2,000 grand. I mean, 2,000 grand, 2 grand. Gee, one day they will probably watch. 200 grand is what I meant to say. Jesus. So I started sending them pictures. That's why I was gonna grab this. Send her like a messenger. Oh, I like that one. Oh here. I'll show some of the haircuts. And his reaction was funny. He was getting pissed off. Actually, at first, no, I'm gonna be bald because they're clean cut haircuts. I don't want him going long hair because my parents did the same thing. They didn't cut my hair. They didn't cut my hair until like almost first grade, if I remember. So pre-kinder, we did have pre-kinder, and then we had kindergarten. So yeah, pre-kinder, kindergarten, and first. Yeah, I remember. And it's just like it went from teasing, harassing to like, dude, I was just getting pissed and fights, and this is a picture of him right here. He's so cute. He's got a little bun like his daddy. She just started doing that now. She just oh man, he's a mini me. His hair's longer, obviously. And no, I'm gonna be bald. He's throwing a fit. He's like, I'm gonna be bald. So I gotta get her a camera or something because her cell phone's thrashed because he drops it and all, and it's an old cell phone. And no, she hasn't asked me for her cell phone before. So many comments. Oh no, she doesn't. She knows. In fact, the last phone she got a used phone, and that was a bad idea. But she died because it was cheaper, and it even lasted less than the original phone she replaced. And it was this little boy that broke the last one. So, anyways, there's some cool little haircuts, like for little boys. He's gonna look so clean cut. So, but I was saying I don't want him. He's gonna get a lot of attention as it is already, and he kind of has been getting actually because you know he's not full Filipino. They already know that his mother's a single mother. I mean, dude, it's just the word just goes everywhere. So there's nothing I can do about that. It's like a lot. Sorry, guys. I know I was going to talk about today. I just got up. And I finally started feeling a little better. It's 8 o'clock. I've been up to like almost since like just about right before 6, but I had like kind of gather my senses. Check my blood pressure, and it was higher. But then after medications and everything, it was 140 over 70 or something. Or no, the last one was 138 over 40 or something like that, which it's still high. But I was always been in the real super high for some reason. It just runs in my family. And oh shit, come on. Just there's a lot of messages, man. Just in a couple of days, even every day, every day. You know, there we go. This was kind of cool because I think he might like this one, and there's two reasons why I like this one. One is gonna let him have a little bit of hair, so he gets used to it, so it's not a big, drastic change where it's like, he'll have a little bit of hair over. Another thing is also, and I'm not saying anything bad about Filipino barbers. I'm not, or hairstyle. I'm not. Please do not screenshot this or screen record and say, "Oh, California Bear saying something bad. We got it on recording. We're gonna make a reaction video out of it." I've had some bad experiences with barbers over there, but the last time I cut my hair in the Philippines was in Bohol at the little mall. Have you ever been to Bohol? It's in There's only, I believe, only one mall that's really considered a mall. It's right down the road from what was the middle hotel we stayed? The Way. It's a Chinese hotel. Anyways, the mall there. It's because Bohol's real small, man. The last time I was in Bohol, yeah, it wasn't really a mall, man. Anyways, I got a haircut, and the guy, dude, he was awesome. I showed him, hey, man, kind of what I have, but just clean cut it. And I showed him pictures like kind of like that, dude. And like, do the best you can. All right. If you don't, and I told him, don't say yeah, yeah, yeah. I said, if you don't think so, do the best you can. Do the picture. But if you can't, just do whatever. No, dude, I trust him. He did it so nice, dude. And anyways, something like that. See, has all shaved, like that. And I think he doesn't like, I'm gonna be bald. That's what he's all saying. But see, he's gonna have all that hair on top, which I don't know if any of you guys have ever like shave your head overnight or something. Like it is a shock, and like when you lay your head on the pillow, oh that's cold, and then it kind of feels cool. But there's shit. Now I have to go all the way back instead of just scrolling. It goes all the way at the beginning to the bottom of your messages. Dang it! I got so many pictures of my son that I haven't even downloaded. I stopped this year and I fell behind because I was downloading from other phones that I've been talking about. I didn't have room. I didn't have room. I finally downloaded everything, and I'm even starting that out. And so I get ready to make room on my two burner phones. If you ever go anywhere, I recommend using burner phones. And what I mean by burner phones, phones that you don't mind carrying on the streets or whatever. Seriously, don't keep all your data and information on your phone, no, your main phone. Keep that in your hotel, man. It's not worth it. You might lose it, pickpocket, get robbed, all kinds of stuff. This is the one I like. I think this would be perfect for him. I think that'd be perfect for him. But I think that might be a little too extreme. Maybe when he's a little older. So something like that. Here's another one. Maybe something like that where it's not just such a clean, close cut fade. Yeah. This Pee Wee Herman looking like. Yeah. I think he'll like it. He'll get attention, or something like this. Whereas, it's not shaved. I don't know. But just so his mother has ideas and stuff. So, anyways, let me tell a story. This is back in the day, and and I knew it was just when it's a bad idea, you just have that senses and stuff. So I we're in Quezon City, and I forgot what year this was. This is way before, guys. This isn't my past. All right, you're getting a story from the past, not from the. How shall we say? Not that involves this baby mama when we're dating. This is like from, yeah, this is pre 2014. Let's just say that. Pre 2014. Like, oh, you know what? I should start living life. And I have. Pre 2014, like BC, and AD. I have to figure something out to say that. Anyways, God. Quezon City is where this person that I was dating back then lived. And there's a community, that they all know each other, and Ate, one of the many Ates, was a hairstylist. Okay, whatever. She cuts hair. She cuts hair. You don't need to. You don't need to go to a professional place. Ate can do it for you. Ate can do it for you. Oh yes, Ate, 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 Ate. I'm like, fuck. All right, god dang it. Let's go to Ate. So let's go to Ate. Instead of what I want to do. No, they go at the mall. No, it's too expensive. You spend too much money. Don't go to Ate. I'm yeah, go to Ate. The husbands are all going, yeah, go to Ate. Motherfuckers. They knew what I was getting myself into. No wonder they all had the same hairstyle. So, here we go. Ate, 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 Ate. So, we go down the road, to the other end and stuff. Oh, hey. And we've been to her house before because they they had something and let me change that. Let's just go because I go tangents, tell the story, god dang it. So I showed her, hey, like I did, like I have, I like my hair, and you'll see what kind of the haircut that I would use. If you go on my home page or my home, whatever, my channel, and you see that one up there, that hairstyle is really basically what I like. It's just easy, it's clean. I once a month, they'll, hey, quit scratching, dude. They'll just the barbers can follow. Even if I don't get the same barber, they can pretty much they'll just clean it all up. Just the secret is always the kind of wax or gel or whatever you use. And I have a special or two that I use. I don't use any other kind of. Anyways, so I showed her, hey, it's like this is what I want. My hair was already looking kind of grubby. It was all growing on the side. Now it wasn't this long, obviously, but it was just for the, I hadn't cut it. I'd been there already a little couple months and stuff, and I came back from working because I go on the road. That's right, I was on the road. I think I was working. I get off topic. Regardless, there's a reason why, because these plants were always on a one horse town, and these places were only open like certain times during the week, and then on Sundays they would be closed, and that's the only day we had off. Even if we had to work on Sundays, we'd only work 8 hours, only 8 hours. But it was double time. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. So and come home or whatever. So I flew over there with my hair all blue. So now sit down. So look like this. Oh yeah. Sure. Okay. You sure you can you can do something like this? If not, just just trim a little bit. Don't go too much. Okay, please. No. It's okay. All right, no problem. I trust her. But I told her again, don't cut too much. Just cut a little bit, then show me. And I say show me because there wasn't a mirror there. It was her house, by the way. It was part of her not living room, but the foyer, the entrance. But she didn't have a mirror on the chair. You know, she had a mirror over here somewhere, Anyways, I could see from there. All right. So I showed her the picture, okay, when she starts, clip, 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 clip. Then her demeanor changed when it got to the actual clippers. And her face was like, dude, her whole demeanor changed, man, from being a sweet little petite little Filipina lady out there to Dr. Frankenstein. I swear to you guys, I am not lying, dude. She was and I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, what is she doing? I'm like, can I check? Oh no, I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. Almost. Oh my god, dude, what is she doing to me? And it's funny because I looked like a reverse chicken. The reverse chicken look. She went ahead and went from a fade. I mean, she clipped, right? And what did I say, guys? I said, just cut a little bit and show me what it looks like. And then, we can go from there to see what we're going to, clean and everything. Do the fade. No. She knew what she was doing because she got the clippers on a one and just did everything, even the top over here. So what I had when I finally got in front of the mirror was just hairs on my forehead. They were like this, and then when she sprayed them, they were like this. So when I say the chicken, instead of like a what do you call that thing? The chicken up here, what do you call that part? Oh, geez. Yeah, that ruins the joke, guys. But it's not a joke. This happened in real life, man. And I'm looking at it, dude. I'm serious. I was completely with a one all the way around. Perfect circle. I saw her. I don't know. Maybe it's some flashback she had, or maybe because she was a hairstylist and she never got to do this, and she always wanted to do that, and she had head. But then the first thing I thought when I asked the rest of the husbands, "Oh yeah, go to ate," because those motherfuckers always were forced to go to ate, because ate was the main one in the whole barangay that cut everybody's hair. You motherfuckers, you know what I was going to get myself into. They were laughing at me, going, "Oh yeah, go! Oh yeah, ha 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 ha! Go, 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 go! You go now!" And I'm like, and I walked like in reverse, and I sat down, and I looked at her. You like? Yeah, you know what? Why don't you just cut the? Really? You don't like? You want ball? I want to make it even, please. Just cut it. Just cut it. I don't want to look like. I mean, dude, I just just cut it. And dude, she like it was like her pride, dude. Like she like had to cut those last hairs with the clippers. And I gave her 20 pesos was what the haircut was. Which 20 pesos what is less than 50 cents, kind of almost now, right now. It was about that. I felt bad because she felt bad. I didn't say anything wrong, like, dude, but I was, dude. I was. I was pissed. I went back, dude. I left that place and I did the stomp. Kind of like Daffy Duck. Yeah, dude. And I had a shaved head. And I don't mind the shaved head. I like it. I mean, actually, a shaved head in the Philippines is perfect. The thing is, with my head, I don't have a nice scalp. My scalp is all wrinkly and everything for whatever reason. It looks like a Shar-Pei. Seriously, it's all wrinkled. It looks like a Shar-Pei. Because I used to shave it before. When I first got in a trade, I had long hair and I didn't. That's why I can cut. You just I put a well cap actually for the sweat, and then you put a hard hat, and your hairs will always get caught. In the what do you call it? The fasteners and stuff. When you tighten up the hard hat, they pull on it. And it's irritating. So you get a haircut, and I used to shave it. I used to just at home, just myself and my hair, my head, and like it looks like crap. But I didn't care. I didn't have to look at it. But the day I used to go fishing a lot, and back then, I took my girlfriend one day with us on a boat, and she took pictures of me, and it was a cool picture, man. I'm just like standing there, looking at the ocean, or the sea, my rod, looking out, and she took the picture, and I look at it, I'm like, dude, does that look? My head looks perfect, like a perfect jack o' lantern. The eyes and then the mouth, which actually would have been a cool tattoo, but I'm not into that stuff. But yeah, that's the story about getting haircuts in the Philippines, guys. So be very, 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 very careful if you want to get a haircut in the Philippines. With everything else too, I suggest it. Ay, ay, ay. It's much, much, much more fun in the Philippines. It really is. It really is. Ah, man. Quezon City. Quezon City's pretty cool. I like it. It's so here's Manila, right? The airport's down here, Cavite. So I think it's almost like I forgot. I forget. It's so big, but it's not Metro Manila. They call it part. It's like a twin city. You need to take a cab. You can actually take. There's a metro that actually goes there, and that's one thing that I wouldn't mind riding if I ever go back to Manila, was riding that metro. So because he can just go from one side to the other. And one year, I remember we were at the hotel when I first started going, and actually we were at the Pearl Garden. Have you ever in Ermita Malate? I'm sure there's other better hotels, but that one's not bad actually. The only thing is, it is right in the middle of Ermita Malate. It's in the red light district. Um, Not there's anything wrong with that. There's actually good restaurants and everything there too. It's just it's really hustle and bustle. Anyways, uh, we're having our breakfast, and I get the paper. Like I know how to read Tagalog and shit, but no, they have English and stuff too. But okay, so I'm reading a lot faster. And there, it's got the entertainment section. Go and say, okay, what's going on? Real entertainment section, guys. Not the kind that goes on at Angela City on Walker Street. I mean, real entertainment. Okay, guys. Yeah, that's why I wanted to go. I wanted to check out, like, hey, I like live music and stuff, and that's what they do in a lot of these clubs. They have top 40 bands, with good singers. They'll have a band with girl singers, and they'll sing, or guy singers, with the girl singers, and they'll play all the top 40s, like they'll play Journey and they'll play this and that. They're good singers, and it's fun, and you can dance, whatever. It's a fun night, and they'll have good food, drinks, whatever. That's so. Let's just check out, the places. I didn't really was familiar with the places. I didn't want to go to the girly bars. I didn't want to go to karaoke bars or videoke or whatever they call that. And I didn't want to go to another damn mall, dude. Every day we went to a mall, which is fine, but it's like I wanted to get out of the mall. I wanted to do something. So lo and behold, it said on there, it said Chicago, not the city, the band Chicago is coming to town this weekend at such and such time at Aranita Arena. They call it, they're coming Manila, but Aranita, it's actually in Quezon, right? Quezon City, which is the Twin City. I'm like, oh, do you know where this is at? I'm like, yes, I know. Well, dude, let's find out where to get tickets and stuff. Well, back then, smartphones weren't like a thing yet. If you want to know, you still had to go ding a ling a ling ling. So she called, or we might have called from the desk at the but she found out. And I think we went there and got tickets ahead of time or whatever, and we saw Chicago. And she's like, "Who is it?" And then she started recognizing, "Oh, I know that song. Yeah, dude, I told you would know." And it was pretty cool, man. It was a good show. It was a great show. Chicago. Anyways, that arena, um, when you walk around, they have like big like posters, like like they're the kind that are get stuck to the wall like not drywall. What's that stuff called? It was real popular back in the old days, and it's still part like me when I was a kid. Uh, you know what I'm talking about? That was instead of paint, they put like that paper, with glue or whatever, or some kind of paste, and they stick it on the walls. I don't know. You guys are right, Jeff. You know what I'm talking about. You always comment on my things, or some of you guys. You know what I'm talking about, guys. Some of you guys are old timers too, so you guys know. You guys know. So, anyways, those posters were like that, and they were actually pasted on. They weren't even framed; they were part of the wall. And one of them was actually Muhammad Ali. It was the Thriller in Manila. That's where the fight was actually at with Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali fought there. And I took that picture, man, and I did download it into a laptop. Unfortunately, that laptop, something got to it, and I'm like, man, that's one picture I wish I would have saved. That would have like never been destroyed. But that place, is pretty cool because also they kind of had like it wasn't part of it, but it kind of had an entrance to the metro, and then it was like kind of like three malls like next to each other too, and that's why I was confused. I thought it was no, this mall is this, but across the street was this one, and next to it was this one, which but there was three. It was three different malls. Like I said, I want to get for malls, but malls are useful. They're somewhere to go and hang out and just people watch, but actually just to stay, get out of the heat. Yeah. Mm. Another thing I want to see also, if I ever do go to that area, was Manila Bay. And now, when it's in between, well, Mall of Asia is still a little bit further down. So once again, Marmita Malata is right here, the center, but it's just Adiaco, and then I forgot what's the main strip. On that main strip, that's where the VA is at. So the VA is there, and then the U.S. Consulate's right there. So that's why I originally, for the very first time I went to Manila, the Philippines, I wanted, I don't know, in case something happens, I want to be close to the embassy because, they'll save me. Not that I was gonna do anything, dude. I seriously, I wasn't gonna do anything stupid where I need the embassy, you know. But anyways, just south of it, that's where the bay's at, right? And it was a boardwalk. It was nice. There's vendors and whatnot and everything, But in the backdrop, that's where the sun sets. The sunset sets in the west, and it's like nice pictures, like da da da. Well, if you look down the bay, there's ships and everything. But if you look, it was real polluted and everything. This is a shame. But long story short, in 2017, the last time I was in Manila, we walked over there, and well, I walked over there. I was with nobody, and it was in the morning. For some reason, I woke up in the morning from crawling around in the bars and stuff. I think. Anyways, or they even sleep. I don't know. What happens to Manila stays in Manila. I walked over there after. Yeah, I went to a coffee shop, and then I walked over there, and they were just barely cleaning it up. It was like a community cleanup. They were clean. They had it closed off, roped off. Well, I've watched videos since then, and what they did, they made it into. I think it's even a fee also to go. They made it into a beach actually. Yeah, they made it to a man-made beach. That you have to pay, and you go in, and even the sand is like somehow manufactured. If I'm correct, I have to look into it, but it looks pretty cool. I still don't recommend going to water. They say don't go swimming, but the water goes there because the only other place like that you can actually go and actually is pretty cool is the Mall of Asia. So if you ever go to the Mall of Asia, I recommend going to the backside of it, and there's a boardwalk. There's a boardwalk there where you can take some nice pictures, and they have rides also. If you have kids with you or whatever, or your girl or whoever, there's a Ferris wheel, but there's other kinds of little cars for kids and stuff. It's pretty cool, man. I mean, there's a lot of cool things in Manila, man. But I mean, it's too crowded. It's just too crowded. Um, you're gonna sit in traffic. It just goes with the territory. There's gonna be a lot of begging, a lot of hustle and bustle and stuff like that too. They have a zoo. I went there one time, and I was more depressed because the cages are so small. There's a tiger. Dude, it looked like an 8 foot 8x4 cage. Dude, it was sad, man. I almost wanted to cry when we left. Stuff. There was one elephant. He had a little bit more room and stuff. I mean, the people and the kids know no better, but it was like it's like that was. So, anyways, there's a zoo, and then they have Ocean Park, which is and they have a hotel there too. It's pretty pricey. So I don't know if oh dude, I just imagine Osito there. Anyways, it's an ocean park basically. It's like a big aquarium, a walk-in aquarium. They have one in Cebu also. So I've been to both. I've been to the one in Manila and the one in Cebu, and they're both about the same. I'm trying to remember the one. It's been so long since I've been to the one in Manila. The more recently, the one in Cebu. I went there to Cebu, the one in Cebu in 2020, like days before my son was born, or maybe a week. It was like a day or two after I got there, and we went there with Kuya, the older brother. and my baby mama, and she's all waddling. Yeah, she was happy, dude. She was waddling. I'm like, dude, I'm like, you sure? Are you sure you don't walk around? Because they don't have wheelchairs or nothing here. No, 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 it's okay. Now if we go, I'm gonna be in the wheelchair. She's got to be pushing. I can't handle that shit, man. I can't handle that walking. I can't handle it. It's too much walking now. Now I think about it, but we'll manage. I want to see my son there. By the way, also, if you guys watch, I have like tendency to be touching my face. I don't know. I got to learn how to do that. I think I have a method to that madness, but I don't have the what I need. What happens, especially with my nose, is if you older men know what happens when you get older. Lucky it hasn't happened in my ears yet. Knock on wood. The nose hairs get longer, right? What happens with hair? You start getting gray hairs, white hairs, whatever. So, when I started in my late 30s, yeah, yeah, late 30s, I used to pluck them out one at a time. I couldn't do all of them, so I do one at a time, one at a time. Well, one time I got such a bad infection. It was a staph infection, actually. Yeah, dude, it was nasty, dude. Yeah, dude. So, long story short, I stopped doing that. And the doctor, dude, what are you doing? Well, dude, don't do that. Why don't you just like, go, to pharmacy or Walmart or wherever and buy those things. So that's what I do. Every couple of weeks or a month or whatever. Well, back then it was like every couple of months. Now I have to do it every couple of weeks, and not almost every week because what happens with gray hairs? They grow quicker, faster, and stronger, just like kids, athletes, and everything, dude. Like, I'm gonna come out and jab you on the side, and they do, man. They they itch. So I just did that. So I do that, and then, the other alternative, I'm gonna have gray hairs. So I go, oh look at my gray hairs. So don't worry, it's not the other stuff. The other things, I wish that's what I was like. Those are in the shower, so it's not that. Oh yeah. So I addressed my hair. I addressed that. Glasses, I'm gotten more used to them. Before, when I first got glasses, I'm like, oh, I'm always playing with them and shit. I'm like, or adjust them. But since I got these, I like these better. I don't like the ones that got the metal. For some reason, I don't like that. I like this, just the whole frame and built for two reasons. One, it sits better. It just sits better. The other ones, sometimes they bend or something. They feel like they're like that. And another thing is when I do this, I just do this. The other ones, they go and oh god dang it. You're doing that. Let's see, what else? Oh, the last couple of days I've been like going itching and stuff, dude. Like I got something, right? My dog, hey, I want to talk about you, dog. I'm doing a reaction video about you. For some reason, now that my cat's been gone, he thinks he owns everything. He can lay everywhere he wants now. And that's not the rule. It hasn't been the rule. He's got his designated areas where he lays. Even when he lays on the couch, he's got another couch with blankets and bed. Well, he likes jumping on my side when I'm in the bathroom or the kid. He'll like, oh, just, dude, what are you doing? Well, the other night he laid on my hoodie, and when I pull it out, it was up. So he laid on the inside of my couch and when I put it on, I was like itchy and everything, dude. And yeah, so I gotta actually. That's actually, I honestly think he did it on purpose. I'm motherfucker. Now you're gonna feel what I feel. So not only do I have to give him a bath, I have to give him. They don't have dips anymore. They used to have dips, and dips is like a concentrated thing, and he used to like dilute it with water and just like soak them in that stuff. But they stopped. So maybe see, I mentioned again. They may went against that EAP or whatever it's called, the environmental. I've gone looking at Petco and those places now, and They have those like pills or what, or the things behind the neck. They don't really work that much. They have pills, but you gotta go to the vet, man. That's expensive, but I guess that's what I have to do. They have pills that they eat, and I guess it's a months. And there's different kinds. I never had a problem with it. I used to have one that was called Advantage, but they quit making it. One was for cats, one was for dogs. And the one with my cat it worked because what happens is it sterilizes them. That's what it does. It sterilizes the flea, so it won't kill them, but it'll keep them from making. So after a couple of weeks, they'll just eventually die off. They won't like multiply, and that's the issue. When I give them a bath or whatever, it's the eggs that hatch. It's the little tiny ones, the little bastards that just bug the shit out of you. They bite you more and more and more and more and stuff. Let's see. What else? Blabber, blabber, blabber. Oh, yesterday I noticed that my chilies are starting to come out on some of my plants already. I mean, they went beyond flowering now and they're actual chilies. And actually, there's one of them that's actually full grown on my black cobra. I'm very excited because that plant actually is a third generation, I think. Third generation because the mama finally was done. I finally got rid of it. It didn't look like I was like could make it. I tried. So, anyways, what happens is they're called black cobras, and I think they're from Venezuela, and I think they're called. What's another name for black cobra chilies?
According to White on Rice Couple, Capsicum frutescens odechung is the Latin name for your Argentinian chili pepper, traditionally called goat's weed or black cobra.
Okay, there we go. So I'm glad I did this. Thank you, Google. So it's goat's weed. That's what it's known. But it's known also in the pepper community as the black cobra, and I call it because that's a cool name, black cobra. That's an awesome name, dude. So, anyways, I thought it was from Venezuela, but I guess it's traditionally from Argentina. And what is the Scoville on it? What is the Scoville on black cobra chili pepper?
According to Specialty Produce, ranging 20,000 to 40,000 shu on the Scoville scale, black cobra chili peppers are highly ornamental plants with many pods that grow straight out from the stems, sometimes upright, and are displayed.
So 20,000 or 40,000. So I'm looking right now to compare. So what kind of chili peppers you guys may know. Japanese right here are 35 to 30, so it's a little bit more. Chile de árbol are the other ones that I like, but for some reason my plants don't produce that much. You have to grow a lot. But those are the ones I make the salsa with. Actually, my dad makes them. Okay, so they're slightly hotter than a serrano. So if anybody knows what serrano is, and yeah, serrano is actually hotter than a jalapeno if you think that. But they're not as hot as an habanero. Habanero, that's when you start reaching the higher peppers. And I gauge anything higher than habanero super hot. So habanero, yeah, they're hot, but that's still 350,000 Scoville. And you're asking, what's a Scoville? That's the measurement they use for the heat level. So don't ask me what it is Scoville. You have to look it up. Sorry. Thai peppers, for you people that have been to Thailand, those reach 50,000 to 100,000. So they vary, they vary. So like I said, that's why I'm very excited about this one because they some are hot, some are mild. When you go to the store, I'm very disappointed a lot of times because I want to grow jalapenos, but they're never hot. But jalapenos are for flavor also. So I like making salsas. I like making salsas, and sometimes I just I just buy them with my food. But yeah, that's it. But yeah, that's the pepper that started off for me to start growing peppers and stuff. I've been growing those since 2000. Yeah. Yeah. After 2014. Not pre 2014. I don't know how it was. Anyways, that plant died in 2016. My dad gave me another one. He gets them from a old neighbor of his, and all right, I took care of it. That's the one that just died, the second one, and that one actually has produced all the ones that I have right now. So every year I'll get some. But the thing is, it's the weirdest thing that every plant's like different. Some are like real. They're about this size, about an inch and a half or whatever. But some are like smaller, and this one they're about that long. They're about the size of a Thai pepper. I've never seen them like that. They're nice. They're nice. They're nice, big, meaty. And they're hot. So I'm very excited about this one. I showed it to my dad the other day. He said, "Oh," I said, "No, don't eat it yet. Don't eat it yet, Dad. Just kind of give it a minute. So give it a minute, Dad. Let it grow a little bit. You know, give it a week or two. Let it turn just about before it starts turning red. When it gets that kind of like brownish look, that's when they're good. That's when we know they're hot because they start off green and turn black right away, but you don't know how long they've been black. So, but you can eat them black. They're good. And my family loves them. So that's cool. I like growing them, man. And then all the other super hots that I grow now, I got them into them. So whenever it's like get-togethers, uh, my dad gets a handful. He takes them all, and they only eat like little bits, pieces of them. Yeah, big, big. But yeah, they're hot. Or my uncles visit, like, oh, they come over and get a handful and like just take off. Yeah, whatever, it's cool, man. But sometimes, hey, no, don't take that one yet. I gotta take seeds. Oh, okay, like they know, so sometimes they sneak around, like, hey, that plant's like separate for a reason. So right there's my white ghost one right there. Um, they grow real small. They didn't grow. They grow like the size of strawberries. Ghost peppers usually grow about that big. Uh, and then there's one thing also. Not all peppers are the same amount of heat. Also, not all peppers taste. Not all peppers burn the same. That's they're all unique. And that's interesting. You know, um, I've had peppers that in my personally, how I react. I don't want to say you know, they're they're measured lower, I guess, and than reapers. But to me, scorpions, man, I have a hard time with scorpions now. And now that I've been doing it for a while, that's so funny. The last time I did it, and I ate hot peppers, I would start gagging and stuff because my body knew right away. Like before, I was like, oh, it was a new experience. I'm like, but my body, it just wants to nah, we don't want this stuff. We know what it is, and like you can tell now, if you don't know what kind of pepper it is, and you're blindfolded or whatever, don't know the name, you're chewing it, and you start tasting, oh, okay, you know what kind of burn it's gonna be, and kind of what kind of pepper it is, because some peppers are really like bitter, some peppers are like kind of sweet, kind of like fruity, some are real like floury. And when I think flowery, think about habanero. To me, that's kind of like and then kind of perfume even. Those are the ones I like and stuff. Ghost peppers have like this burn that just kind of is lingering. Also, there's some that just linger, and they come over and stuff. I had one that haven't grown in a while. I missed it again. I can't find my seeds, and it's called a I can't even chocolate. It was a chocolate one. I said it was Ermok or whatever. I think it was the very first one that I ever ate, and I didn't do it. I used to do live streams on Facebook and Instagram for my friends to see, and they used to get a kick out of it. Like I said, I did to try to before I started doing here on YouTube. When I first hey, you know, and this is the very first one. I said I'm gonna do this, and I was chatting with my son and his baby mama. I was sitting here on the other end over there, Like, okay, I'm gonna do this right here, okay, guys. And I had it ready just in case. I had milk or whatever, ice cream, and it wasn't a Reaper. It was a chocolate. Oh God, I might have to look up the guy's webpage. I might have to get a seat for him now. I'll throw his name, Jimmy Pickles. By the way, look him up if you're into like peppers or want to like interested in it. Jimmy Pickles. Uh, yeah, Jimmy Pickles. He's got a YouTube channel, by the way. So, anyways, I'm Jimmy Pickles.
Jimmy Pickles.
There we go. This guy. He's over in Pennsylvania, close to Pittsburgh, I believe. I've been following him on a while and stuff, and I've gotten a seed from him. I talked to him on his YouTube channel and on Facebook and stuff. He's a cool guy, dude. He's kind of quirky and funny guy like me and stuff, and that's his business. He grows peppers and sells seeds. Anyways, he's the one that grows that one. So some of these growers, they might grow the same pepper or genetic of a pepper, and they'll just put a name on it, and that's the big issue with a lot of these growers. But anyways, telling the story here. So okay, I'm gonna do it, and like I said, when you do it, when you do a burn, you're gonna do it to get the reaction. You're not gonna eat. You eat it first. So it was my very first time ever, So I ate just like regular food. What do you mean? What do you mean like regular food? Yeah, I took a big old bite, and not just a big old bite, the whole thing. It was a big pepper, it was about that, and, kind of fat, with everything, because a pepper, it's not the seeds that's hot. It's not even the placenta. The placenta is a little white thing or yellow thing or whatever that's holding the seeds. It's actually the oil in the placenta, the capsaicin oil. There you go. I still can't pronounce it. That's a reaction to us that makes that feel hot. So I started chewing it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. As I'm chewing it, it started to burn. I'm like, okay, I swallowed it. So mind you, as you're chewing everything, it's like you're chewing like regular food. It's like a ping pong ball. Whatever it's touching last is what's gonna burn last, the longest, or if that makes sense. So the reaction is gonna hit their last, whatever reaction is. So bang, 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 the back of your tongue, your throat, your chest, your stomach, and yeah, the other end. That's what everybody fears. There's a secret to that. I'll tell you right now. So okay, and they're just pretend you guys are my baby mama and baby. And the baby knew already what chilies were too because he knows what they are. And I'm like, okay, it's getting hot and it's getting hotter and hotter. And 5 minutes into it, it's not going down. It's actually getting worse. And when I mean worse, my ears started to like hurt. I started getting shivers and my legs start quivering. Like your body is actually reacting to this uncontrollably. And like I started screaming and yelling like a little girl. "Ah! Ah!" And like, dude, my baby mama knows that I'm a clown, right? She knows that I just exaggerated dude, but she knew that I was serious, and she's like, "Oh my god!" Like this. To this day, I still haven't eaten one of those peppers, and I quit growing them, and I kicked myself for not growing them. I don't know where the seeds are at, so I have to look it up. But yeah, that was my first experience now, and I regret not doing it on video. So, now being said what I've said, when I do eat them now. I cut them in half. I take the seeds out. I try to save most of the placenta I can, or not, and then eat it. But it's still got plenty. I'm like, oh, you cheater. Well, yeah, but it still has oil all over. If you look at a pepper, I'll do it here if I ever get some. You'll see the little shininess. That's all over the back of the inside of the pepper. That's the oil. It's still gonna burn. It's just not as concentrated as eating like from the source. Needless to say, I then heed the warnings, and I used to always barehand it. Maybe I was too cheap or too lazy to go get latex gloves. It's white gloves or purple ones, or the best ones are the black ones, the ones the mechanics use, or you see the people that do the barbecue videos or they work at barbecue. Those ones for chefs, those are the best ones. Those are the best ones to use. I have some of those. I got those from my buddy, and because you need to, your fingertips to cut and whatever, but you don't get the oil on it. So all you do is just like inside out, put it in this hand, inside out, and throw it away, and that's it. Other than that, you're gonna get that oil in your hands. And no matter how many times you wash your hands in soap, alcohol, battery acid, it doesn't matter. That oil is gonna be in your hands. That oil is gonna dry up. Whatever you touch, your cell phone, your remote control, your water bottle, your coffee mug. See? Fingerprints. Because that stuff gets all in the crevices of your fingerprints, and your pores. It'll burn your fingertips also, like I said, and I would feel, oh, it's hot. It's burning. Well, no. Your fingertips touch other stuff. Like when you're doing this, or you're doing this, or you're doing this, or you're doing this, or you're doing the other thing you do. Now, depending on your health or how you prefer it, you're standing up or you're sitting down, but sometimes you're holding it. Yeah, that was the last time. Ever since then, I've been wearing gloves, and I recommend you wear gloves. With that note, guys, I hope entertained you today. Everybody have a good weekend. I'll talk to you then. Peace out.